Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kembali lagi dengan saya Muhammad Haikal. Saya akan melanjutkan pembahasan selanjutnya itu tentang chapter 6 yang berjudul Simply Supported Beams. Di sini menjelaskan, this chapter is very important for the design of beams which carry loads acting transversely to them. The structure are of importance in the design of buildings, bridges, cranes, ships, aircraft, automobiles, and so on. The chapter commences with defining the moment of a force and then, using equilibrium consideration, demonstrators, and the principles of moments. This is a very important skill widely used in designing structures. Several examples are given with increasing complexity to help the reader acquire these valuable skills. This chapter describes skills which are fundamental and extremely important in many branches of engineering. The main reason taught for understanding simply supported beams is that such structure appear in the design of buildings, automobile, aircraft, etc. Berarti di simple supported beams ini dia menjelaskan tentang desain pada benda, automobil, dan aircraft. Mungkin ini lebih kepada desain ya, yaitu pada tadi ada benda, automobil, dan aircraft. Jadi kembali ada poin-poinnya di sini. Yang pertama, define a moment of a force and state its unit. Yang kedua, calculate the moment of a force from M sama dengan F dikali D. Dan yang ketiga, understand the condition for equilibrium of a beam. Yang keempat, state the principle of moments. Kelima, perform calculation involving the principle of moments. Keenam, recognize typical practical application of simply supported beams with points loadings. Yang ketujuh, perform calculation on simply supported beams having points loads. Ke-8, perform calculation of simple supported beams with cobbles. Di sini dia langsung saja menjelaskan tentang the moment of a force. Yang dijelaskan di sini tentang when using a spanner to tighten a knot, a force tends to turn the knot in a clockwise direction. The starting effect of a force is called the moment of a force, or more briefly, just a moment. The size of the moment acting on the knot depends on two factors. Di sini dia memberikan rumus yaitu M sama dengan F kali D. Oh, itu berarti untuk rumus moment ini ya, moment of a force. Itu rumusnya M dikali FD. Yang selanjutnya adalah membahas tentang equilibrium and the principle of moments. Di sini dijelaskan, if more than one force is acting on an object and the force do not act at a single point, then the turning effect of the forces, that is the moment of each of the force, must be considered. Sini dia menjelaskan kembali, a beam is said to be in equilibrium when there is no tendency for it to move. There are two conditions for equilibrium. Yang poin pertamanya, the sum of the force acting vertically downwards must be equal to the sum of the force acting vertically upwards. EA for figure 6.3, RP sama dengan F1 ditambah F2. Pembahasan selanjutnya itu tentang simply supported beams having points load. Di sini dijelaskan, a simple supported beams is said to be one that rests on to connect edge supports. and is free to move horizontally. Two typical simply supported beams having loads acting at given points on the beam. Kita lihat points loading are shown in figure 6.10. Di sini kita disuruh melihat gambar 6.10. Di sini ada gambar persegi panjang yang setiap sisinya itu diberi dimensi berapa panjangnya ya teman-teman. Dan pembahasan selanjutnya itu tentang simply supported beams with couples. Di sini dijelaskan the procedure adopted here is a simple extension to section 6,3 but is much be remembered. The units of a couple are in Newton m, Newton millimeter, kN meter, h, unlike that of a force. The method of calculating reaction of beams due to couples will now be explained with the aid of word problems. Sini problemnya yaitu determine the end reaction for the simple supported beam of figure 6.22. Di sini kita untuk melihat problemnya disuruh kita untuk melihat gambar 6.2. Kembali di sini ada persegi panjang yang pada posisi-posisi tertentu diberi dimensi. Oke, itu untuk menjelaskan apa saja info yang harus diberikan pada gambar persegi panjang ini. Selanjutnya kita akan membahas tentang revision test 3, force, tensile testing, and beams. Di sini dia menjelaskan this revision test covers the material contained in chapter 3 to 6. The marks for each equation are shown in brackets and the end of each equation. Dan dari hal tersebut ada beberapa poin yang seperti yang harus kita pelajari. Yang pertama, a metal bar having a cross-sectional area of 80 mm² has a tensile force of 20 kN. Applied to it, determine the stress in the bar. Yang kedua ini ada bagiannya lagi yaitu A dan B, yaitu yang A-nya 2A-nya. A rectangular metal bar has a width of 16 mm and can support a maximum compressive stress of 15 MPa. Yang 2B-nya, if the bar is 1,5 meter long and decreases in length by 0,18 mm, when the force is applied, determine the strain and the percentage strain. Yang ketiga, a wire is stretched 2,50 mm by a force of 400 Newton. Determine the force the wall strain the wire 3,50 mm, assuming that the elastic limit is not extended. Di sini dia menjelaskan lagi keempat, a copper tube has an internal diameter of 140 mm and a used diameter of 180 mm and is used to support a load of 4 kN. The tube is 600 mm long before the load is applied. Determine in micrometers by how much the tube contracts when loaded, taking a modulus of elasticity for copper as 96 GPa. Baik teman-teman, sini pada chapter yang ini lebih banyak menjelaskan tentang pada bagian yang the resonance typical practical application of simple supported beams with point loadings. Dan teman-teman, baiklah, itu adalah penjelasan saya tentang chapter ke-6 ini. Semoga bisa bermanfaat bagi kita semua. Amin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.